Friends in Christ, Pastor Brian here. I've been doing a lot of thinking about listening recently. We'll be talking about the work of listening well in confirmation this year, a process of actively engaging with folks as they talk to you, reflecting back what you hear, asking questions that show you've heard what they say. These all help us build bridges to others, and they can lead to some really interesting conversations where we can learn new things. We're also preparing to enter into a period of discernment as a congregation, as we ask questions and listen to answers, all with the idea of figuring out where God is calling us as a community to go. I've been reading books about listening well to those we disagree with, listening to understand who they are and where they're coming from. Listening so that we engage with people as human beings, not as caricatures. Now, I freely admit, I don't always do well at listening. I'm often too quick to open my big mouth. But every time I engage in listening, deeply engaging, not just in what people tell me, but listening for the story behind what they're saying, every time I do that, I find myself and my attitude changed for the better. We're entering into a time in our country where there will be a lot of people talking, and often telling us about other people, trying to define who they are, what they believe. I would invite us all to engage in the difficult but rewarding practice of listening. Let us listen, not to what others say about them, but listen to what they are saying themselves. Let us listen to understand, to find out what has shaped them to hold that view, to hear why their lived experience has given them this viewpoint. Let us listen with Eighth Commandment ears that do not bear false witness against our neighbor, but look at what they do in the best possible way. Let us listen, not to respond, but to understand. We cannot control others in their actions, but we can control ourselves. And if we all just take some time to listen more than we speak in this season, I wonder if we won't be surprised with where God leads us. As Jesus calls us to in the Gospel of Mark, let everyone who has ears to hear listen. God's blessings.